Book of Heaven, Volume 35, February 20th, 1938. How Jesus, in incarnating himself, formed from himself as many Jesuses for as many creatures as would exist, so that each of them might have a Jesus at her disposal. I am in the arms of the divine volition, which loves me so much, and to show me how much it loves me, it wants to always tell me its eternal and long love story, adding new surprises, such that one remains enraptured, finding it impossible not to love it. Only one who is ungrateful and mindless would not. Then the divine fiat made present to me what it had done in the descent of the Word upon earth, and my sweet Jesus, repeating his usual little visit, all goodness told me.
My little daughter of my will, you must know that my love is so great that it feels the need to pour itself out and to entrust its secrets to one who lives in my will, so that, making her aware of everything, we may love with one love, and I may repeat in her what I did within myself. Listen then, daughter, where the excesses of my love reached, making me do things unheard of and incredible to the created minds. So in coming upon earth, I wanted to form from myself as many Jesuses for as many creatures as had existed, were existing, and would exist. Hence each one was to have his Jesus, fully his own at his disposal. Therefore each one would have my conception in order to remain conceived in me, my birth to be reborn, my tears to be washed, my tender age in order to be restored and to begin his new life, my steps as life and guide of his own, my works to make his works arise within mine, my pains as balm and strength for his pains, and as repayment of any debt incurred with divine justice, my death to find his life again, my resurrection for him to rise again completely in my will, and to the complete glory he was supposed to give to his Creator. And this with highest love, with reason, with justice, and with highest wisdom. My celestial Father was to find in me, in order to be satisfied, glorified, and repaid for his great love, as many lives of mine for as many creatures as he had issued and would issue to daylight. And even though not everyone would take this life of mine, my celestial Father demanded my life in order to be glorified for everything he had done in the work of creation and redemption. I can say that as soon as man withdrew from our will, so did the glory which was due to my divine Father cease. Hence, had I not formed from myself as many Jesuses for as many existing creatures, the glory of the celestial Father would have been incomplete. And I cannot do incomplete works. My love would have waged war against me had I not formed of myself many Jesuses, first for our own decorum and glory, and then to give this complete good to each creature. Therefore, our greatest sorrow is that in spite of so many of my lives that are at each one's disposal, some do not recognize them, some don't even look at them, some do not make use of them, some offend them, while some just barely take the crumbs of my life. Few are those who say, I do the life of Jesus with Jesus, and I love like Jesus loves, and I want what he wants. These creatures are the requital, together with me, of the glory and love of creation and redemption. But even though not all of these lives of mine serve the creature, they admirably serve the glory of my divine Father, since I did not come upon earth only for the creatures, but also to reintegrate the interests and the glory of my celestial Father. Oh, if you could see what a beautiful cortege these many lives of mine form around our divinity, and how much love and glory are unleashed from them, you would remain so enraptured that it would be difficult for you to go back into yourself.
Jesus became silent, and I remained with the scene before my mind of so many Jesuses for as many existing creatures. But I carried a thorn inside my heart that tortured me and embittered me, down to the marrow of my bones, for a person very dear to me and necessary to my poor existence, who was in danger of death, and I wanted to save this person at any cost. Therefore I took the divine will, I made it all mine, and in my sorrow I said, Jesus, your will is mine. Your power and immensity are in my power. I do not want this. and you must not want it either. My God, I felt I was battling with a power, and in order to win, my mind brought itself before the divinity, and I placed around it the expanse of the heavens with all the stars in prayer, the vastness of the light of the sun with the might of its heat, the entire creation in prayer. And then the seas of love and power of the Queen of Heaven, the pains and the blood shed by Jesus, like many seas around the divinity, all in prayer, and then the many Jesuses of each creature, so that they might have a sigh, a plea to obtain what I wanted. But what was not my surprise and emotion together in seeing and hearing that the many Jesuses of each creature were praying to obtain what I wanted? I remained confounded in seeing so much divine goodness and compliance. May he be always thanked and blessed, and may everything be for his glory. Fiat. Fiat.